Aunt Harriet's Underground Railroad in the Sky, Lesson 8. Today we're going to finish Cassie's journey on the Underground Railroad. Let's start by quickly reviewing all the stops along the way. We can do this by reading the list that we made. Remember that it's like a railway schedule, so it lists all the stations in order. So as we finish the book today, we will have another, we're going to write another interview, but this time with Faith Ringgold, our author, and we will not only have to think of questions to ask her, but make up her answers as well. Okay. Niagara Falls looked like a giant tea party with a billion cups of steaming hot tea being poured to a resounding applause. The steam from the falls formed a soft blanket that lifted me up, up, up above the falls and across the bridge to Canada. I could fly. I was free. So the author is using some great language here. She uses a wonderful simile. Remember, a simile is when you compare two unlike things with the words like or as. In this case, it's about the giant waterfall. She compares it with streaming hot tea being poured into a cup. Can you see that picture in your mind? So the author is helping us, hoping that this is exactly what you will see in your mind's eye. It helps you visualize. And Canada has a long border with the United States, but Cassie has crossed it right here. I could see Aunt Harriet and Bebe with baby Freedom still tied to his back, the passengers on the Underground Railroad, and women all dressed in white flying in a huge circle around them. "We're free! We have shook the lion's paw," Aunt Harriet yelled in a voice that shot through the air like a joyous bolt of lightning. "Go down, Moses," Bebe said, "and let my people go," the others sang out. So what does Harriet mean when she says, "We have shook the lion's paw"? I kissed Bebe over and over, and I made him promise he'd never ever leave me again. "I love you, Cassie, but I had to go," Bebe said. "Freedom is more important than just staying together. And what's more, I got to ride on the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman. Now I know what our great-great-great-grandparents survived when they were children." So raise your hand if you agree with Bebe that freedom is more important than just staying together. Let's take a vote and then discuss. That day there was a big feast and a quilt celebrating the 100th anniversary of Harriet Tubman's first flight to freedom hung in the sky. People came to eat, dance, and sing praise to Aunt Harriet for taking us from slavery to freedom and for being the Moses of her people. Why does the author compare Harriet with Moses? That's it.